Hey, what's up everyone? It's your man DJ Roxy from Roxy Electronics and Repair, coming to you with another repair video. Today we are working on this beautiful SP1200, the legendary EMU SP1200. Now for this job you're gonna need some flux, definitely, and you're gonna need a desoldering station and a soldering gun, of course. I really recommend a desoldering station, setting the temperature to 350. These are older motherboard from the 80s, so you don't want to damage anything, which parts are very hard to get. Now we're gonna start with the process. You want to flip the unit. All right, after you flip the unit, you're gonna see some screws all around that you need to take off. So you're gonna take off these screws. These screws right here in the center, that's for the floppy disk. You don't need to take those screws off. That could be in the back of the unit. You're gonna see 3 screws that need to be removed. We're gonna go ahead and remove those screws as well. So let's go ahead and remove those screws. All right, like I said, be very careful when you're doing this job on this particular unit. We're gonna flip the top part of the unit and you're gonna see a ribbon cable, and this cable right here, you want to remove this cable. Be gentle with whatever you do on this job. You're gonna pull back these clips and you're gonna be removing the ribbon cable, and once you do that, it's free. The top part is free to be removed. Alright, so we're gonna put the bottom piece on the side, and because this is what we're trying to get to, there's some screws all around this motherboard that holds this board. So we're gonna remove all these screws, but before we remove the screws, we're gonna remove all the caps first. They need to come off. This board will not come off. This motherboard will not come off if you have all the caps on. So make sure that you remove all the caps. All right, so let's go ahead and remove the screws in the back, and you're good to go. All right, so the board is free to be removed. At this point, if you want to go ahead, and clean your faders out or whatever you want to do, you can go ahead and do that. Sometimes it can be really dusty, but the main job here right now is to install new tach switches onto this machine. So let's go ahead with the process. So you're gonna desolder these contacts right here, that one and that one. Only 2 contacts that need to be removed on each pads. So we're gonna go ahead and put some flux on the contacts. Like I said, you're gonna need a desoldering station. It's very important to do this without damaging your main board. So we're gonna, these are the contacts right here. We're gonna put some flux and get the desoldering gun and desolder those contacts that hold the pad. All right, once you do that, the pad is free to be removed. Now we're gonna put in our new pads, but I need to show you something. You see 2 contacts on the pad. One is longer than the other one. Now you got to be careful how you're putting this in. The longer one goes towards the fader and the shorter one goes towards you. So we're gonna put it in, carefully put it in. You don't want to bend the contacts. All right, so once you get that in, you could put something to the bottom just to hold that pad in while you solder, so the pad can be flush with the motherboard to the bottom. So we're gonna go ahead and solder these contacts. And solder the other contact. All right, so once you do that to all your pads, it's the same process towards every pad on this motherboard. You can go ahead and get ready for reassemble the unit. Like I said, you can clean every fader, spray the faders with contacts. It's a perfect time to do what you need to do to this. You can so we're gonna go ahead and get the all right, so we're gonna go ahead and put everything together. First, let me clean the screen out. The old technique of blowing. That's right. So we gonna go ahead and put this. Put the motherboard and put all the screws back in the motherboard. All right, let's put all the screws back. For this, I would recommend you use a screwdriver instead of using like a hand tool or anything, because you use a drill or something and you tighten it too hard and you break the motherboard, then you're effed out. So use a screwdriver. Be careful how you tighten it. You don't want to tighten it too hard and break anything. Like I said, these are older units and very expensive units. Right now these units go for 5 to 6, 7, 8 grand. And you can't get any parts for these stuff. So be gentle when it comes to your SP1200. It's a classic a machine that you cherish. So that's right. So once we get all the screws in, and once again, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, it's a perfect time to hit that subscribe button for interesting videos like this on repairs, beats making, tutorials on home recording, and all that type of good stuff. So hit that subscribe button for more interested videos, and I'd like to thank all my subscribers for subscribing. All right, so let's put our last screws. It's a very easy process. It's not super hard to do, but just being careful and using the right tool is very crucial in this. So now we're gonna get the main board and put the top on. So we're gonna start off with putting a ribbon cable back. Make sure that your clips are back, and then you can put them in with the ribbon cable. All right, so you're supposed to have that click when you put it in. This cable can only go one way, so you can't get it wrong. Just watch the contact inside, and then yep, it just clips on. Do not fight it. Do not try to put too much pressure. If you put too much pressure, that means you're putting it wrong. So yeah, so now we're reassembling our unit, looking beautiful, new pads, and yeah, all right everyone, there you had it, how to change the pads on your EMU SP1200. Hope this video was a help to any of you guys out there trying to do this. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, it's a perfect time to hit the subscribe button. Until next time, your man DJ Roxy.